Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, classmates. We are the last presenter. Our topic is mass social media as an agent of socialization, featuring the presenters Villar, Viniegas, Villamor, and Velasco. Next slide. They are major agents of socialization that influence gender construction, namely a family, school, church, and media. Sa family is the basic social units of society, is the first environment of child where all major influence emanate. Dito po sa family po nag-uumpisa yung mga basic social units sa society. Dito rin po nagmumula yung mga major influences na na-adapt ng bata. Sa school naman po is the second parents of children is their teachers who are expected to teach them not only good behaviors and skills, but new learnings as well. Dito po sa school, sinasabi po dito na yung second parents daw po ng mga bata ay yung mga teachers na ina-expect po ng mga magulang na matuturuan yung mga bata ng hindi lang sa good behaviors, kundi magkaroon din sila ng new learnings. Sa church naman ay spiritually or the purpose of our being was given meaning with our relationship with God. Dito po nasi-shape ang ating relationship sa kay God na kung saan dito rin po nabibuild ang ating spiritually needs. But that is only overview about the topic, and this is our main topic, which is media, that we will be discussing right now. Mass media. The mass media are another agent of socialization. We have a television shows. For example, television shows is Showtime, Itbulaga, Uy Abunda, or mga balita. Portrays characters, relationship, and lifestyle that influence viewers' perceptions and behaviors, can shape cultural norms, can provide role models, and entertainment and education. Television shows po is, parang dito po tayo nakakuha ng parang nakikita natin yung lifestyle nila, and at the same time, na-influensyahan tayo sa nakikita natin sa kanila, sa pag-shape ng cultural norms and behaviors natin. Also, nakaka-provide din sila ng education and entertainment and pagiging role models nila. Next is movies. Tell stories that resonate with audience, shaping their perspective and emotions, can inspire education, and at the same time reflect and influence cultural trends and societal issues. Sa mga napapanood po natin sa TV na mga stories, nagkakaroon po ng resonate as a audience, tayo ay nagkakaroon ng shaping ng perspective natin and emotions. Nakaka-inspire din sila, at the same time nakaka-educate sila sa atin, realization, at nakakapag-reflect tayo sa mga nangyayari sa cultural trends and societal issues. Next, we have music. Example ng mga music is yung sad music, happy music, calm songs, and mga religious songs. Music is evoke emotions, influences moods, behaviors, and attitudes, shape cultural identity, values, and norms, and personal experiences. Usually, yung iba, nakakagawa sila ng songs through their personal experiences. And sa atin yan, sa ating emotions and sa mood natin, at the same time sa behavior natin and attitude. Kunwari, example, kapag happy yung song, usually sumasayaw tayo, doon na yung behaviors natin. And kapag sad naman yung song, usually yung attitude or yung moods natin nagiging sad din. Para nakaka-relate tayo doon sa music, kung ano yung pinapatugtog natin, yun yung nagiging behaviors or attitude natin. At doon na shape ang cultural identities natin. Sunod ay magazines. Example ng magazine is yung Mega Magazine na actually na-features dito yung mga artista or models. Sila ay nakapag-provide ng information, entertainment, and actually their lifestyle guidance. Can influence fashion, beauty, and cultural terms. Sa magazine, dito na features yung fashion nila sa style, sa yung kanilang beauty, and sa kanilang lifestyle guidance. Yung website naman, usually nakikita natin sa Google, yung katulad example ng Wikipedia, isa siyang website. Nagkakaroon tayo dito nag-o-offer din sa atin ng informations, entertainment, and services. Can shape also our behavior through online content, interactions, and enable global connectivity. We have also the other aspects of mass media influence or political views. Like katulad ng mga nakikita natin na issue ngayon, yung political views natin is na pa-practice din. Like our taste and popular culture, our views of human and people of color and gays, and many other beliefs and practices. Next slide. The influence of mass media on gender roles perpetuates gender stereotypes through television, movies, advertising, and other media, leading to implicit bias and unequal presentation. It creates unrealistic standards, causing negative outcomes, and those who don't conform traditional gender norms. Yung media nga po, sila po yung nakikita natin doon, sila yung nagpapatuloy o nagpapakita ng mga stereotypes or unfair and untrue beliefs na sa isang tao. Na pinapakita or sa pamagitan ng television or movie, entertainment, and so on, other mass media ay umahantong sa implicit bias o sa pagka-misunderstood ng isang tao. At nakikita din natin dito yung unequal presentation, which is hindi nga pantay ang treatment ng iba dahil hindi nga yun pasok sa standards nila na hindi pa na-conform sa traditional gender norms. But the use of social media has significant impact on gender rules and socialization, which both positive and negative effects that are important to consider, such as i-discuss po ng presenter po na susunod yung mga positive and negative na significance impact on gender roles and socialization. Next reporter po.
So, the use of social media has a significant impact on gender roles and socialization, with both positive and negative aspects that are important to consider po. Such as, positive effects naman po, meron tayong global diverse connections. Yun po yung mga platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, at saka more pa. It enables connection with people across vast geographical distances, allowing them for the formation of virtual communities based on shared interests rather than physical proximity. So, meaning po dito is yung mga platforms po like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more po, it gives them an positive effect po kasi it allows people to connect across the world po. This breaks down physical barriers and lets user from online communities based on shared interests no matter where they live po. Naging positive po siya kasi people can find support po from others who their experiences, like yung LGBT youth in conservation areas, connecting with affirming communities. At yun, and also students can learn directly from global experts or peers through live sessions or educational content. And additionally po, naging positive po siya kasi na marginalized voices po gain visibility, like yung women in remote areas sharing stories that challenge stereotypes about gender roles po. Yun po. Rather than that po, being limited by location po, social media din po opens doors for cultural exchange at understanding and solidarity across borders. At na-encourage po yung mga young people to see beyond traditional norms, shaped only by their local environment, and imagine new possibilities for themselves regardless po sa gender nila. Next is broader influences. Users can access their wider range, such as perspectives, lifestyles, ideologies, which can broaden their understanding of the world and foster self-reliance through exposure to diverse viewpoints. Kaya po nagiging positive ang effect niya sa gender roles kasi po users are exposed to wider range of perspectives, yun po, lifestyles and ideologies. Kaya resulting po to grading understanding and openness in shaping gender roles. Yun po, that's why social media allows young people to see the gender norms they may have grown up with at home or in the community, instead of only seeing one version ng what it means to be a man or how a woman should act. They're exposed po to real stories from all over the world. That helps them po to form more inclusive, fair, and self-directed beliefs about gender. So, next is the negative effects naman po. And yun yung exposure to harmful content such as inappropriate content, cyberbullying. Yun po yung mga significant risk, particularly for younger users, which can contribute to moral decline for self-esteem and feelings of shame. Yun po, meaning po, especially po yung youth to inappropriate content and cyberbullying po. Yun po yung which can reinforce harmful gender stereotypes, damage self-worth, and distort how people view themselves and other based on gender. Ayun po. Kahit po yung internet offers freedom of expression po, it can also spread toxic messages po that target individuals based on how they look or act or identify, especially po dun sa mga traits that goes against traditional expectation of masculinity or femininity. For example po is yung mga body shaming videos na tumatarget sa mga girls or women, and yung mga trends na sometimes sinamak nila yung girls for not being slim or fair-skinned or feminine enough. Harmful po siya kasi it reinforces the idea that a girl's value lies only in her appearance. Kaya resulting to low self-esteem. Kaya minsan yung mga ibang babae po may mga side effects din po yung mga cyberbullying, mga ganun po. That leads them to eating disorders and withdrawal from social life and depressions po. So, may isang example pa po is yung cyberbullying boys who show emotion. Yung po yung mga lalaki, since sila pa yung malakas, ganun, kasi lalaki sila. They should not cry, mga ganun. And pag may mga tao nakikita silang lalaki na umiyak, minsan binubuli sila or pinupost at pinagtatawanan kasi ganun. And last example is yung inappropriate sexualized content involving teens. Yung mga nudity leaks, deepfake images, or suggestive filters often target young women disproportionately. Once shared, they're labeled as easy, while boys get praised for the same actions po. Naging harmful po siya kasi it creates a double standard where girls are punished socially for sexuality while boys are rewarded po for reinforcing unequal power dynamics. So next is norms po. At pinagtatawanan kasi ganun. And last example is yung inappropriate unequal power dynamic. So next is influence on behavior and norms. Constant exposure to media, including online content, can influence behavior through imitation, and it also can shape individuals' perception of success and beauty, leading them to internalize certain cultural standards. So, meaning, the more we see something repeated online, like yung how people act, look, or talk, the more we start thinking it's normal, right, or even ideal, even if it's harmful or unrealistic. And when these messages are tied to gender po, they silently teach boys and girls how they should behave based on outdated stereotypes. For example po is yung in terms of gender roles po, like ideal woman equals to beauty plus yung mga ideal women po, like equals to beauty and popularity. Yun na po yung mga ideal women na mga lalaki ngayon, mga famous and magaganda, like nakikita nila sa Instagram and TikTok, yung mga top influencer po are often young women shown in perfect outfits, makeup, and lighting. Their life seems to glamorous, luxury, attention, and praise. Young girls may start believing that being valued, being pretty, liked by others. So they chase likes instead of leadership. Filter their faces instead of building confidence, and feel less than if they don't fit the mold. Isang example po is yun yung internalizing unrealistic beauty standards. Yun yung mga babaeng kapit filter, yung mga gumaganda lang pang may filter, ganun po. Since filters makes noses smaller, eyes bigger, so much that teens don't recognize themselves without them. Dahil po doon, many girls develop body dysmorphia or undergo risky procedures trying to look like someone else. This hits girls harder, but increasingly affects boys too. For example po, yung muscle obsession po. And sa mga boys naman po is, example naman po is yung rich, muscular, and emotionless. Pag may nakikita silang viral videos that glorify men driving expensive cars, yung mga nagla-lightweight, mga lifting weights, or staying silent po under pressure, like being nonchalant. And pag umiyak po sila, people see them as showing fear, mga ganun po. people seen them as weak, ganun po, may hina pag umiiyak sila or showing fear or pag nalulungkot, ganun po. Dahil po doon, boys begin copying tough guy images even if they're hurting inside. And they avoid therapy, hide struggles, and disconnect from emotions. And next presenter.
Okay, so dito naman po tayo sa what is the role of mass media in gender. So, can provide balance and inclusive representations of both genders, helping to break down prevailing stereotypes and promote fair and equal representations. Again, can show positive role models in both men and women, fostering confidence and ambition of girls and women. So, binibigyan din po dito sa slide na to is positibong pagkalito ng mass media, pagpapalaganap ng pagkakapantay ng kasarian. So, pinapakita din po dito kung paano ang media ay maaaring magbigay ng makatarungan at inklusibong representasyon ng parehong kasarian. So, ginagawa dito ang mga stereotype at pinipalagan ang pantay-pantay na representasyon. And maaari din itong magpakita ng ang mga media ng positibong role model ng parehong kalalakihan at kababayan. So, nagpapalakas po ng tiwala sa sarili at ambisyon po sa mga kabataang babae po. So, next slide po. So, dito naman po sa how mass social media reinforces gender stereotypes. So, first is the unrealistic expectations. So, algorithm-driven platforms expose users curated content like images and videos glorifying unhealthy behaviors, body standards, which can negatively impact self-esteem and body image, especially for young girls. Next is cyberbullying naman po is okay, so ang explanation po sa unrealistic expectation is madalas po na pinapakita sa social media ang mga curated content na nagpapakita ng hindi nagustuhan ng mga body standards na maaaring magtulog po ng mababang self-esteem lalo sa mga kabataan. So next po is cyberbullying. So women and girls experience higher rates of online harassment, cyberbullying, and sexist comments, which can reinforce patriarchal norms and contribute to feelings of inadequacy and poor mental health. So, dito naman po sa cyberbullying is ang mga babae at kabataan po ay madalas na nakakaranas ng cyberbullying at harassment na nagpapalagan po ng negatibong gender and nakakasama din po sa kalusugang pang-kaisipan. So, last is the content bias. Social media facilities the spread of misogynistic content, misinformation, further explanation, sexist ideas with a broader online ecosystem. So, dito po sa content bias is social media po is maaaring magpalaganap ng misogynistic content. So, nagdadala din po ito ng mga maling informasyon at nagpapalakas po ng mga idea. So, next slide po. So, dito naman po sa the positive implications of socializing through social media. Social media sites provide opportunities for individuals to connect with friends, family, and like-minded individuals, even across geographical distances. These connections help maintain relationships and interests, fostering a sense of belonging, self-esteem, and supporting others. Okay, so tinutukoy po sa slide na ito po is yung mga benepisyo po ng social media po sa pagpapalaganap ng mga connection at relasyon. So, ipinipalaganap din po dito yung nagbibigay po yung social media ng pagkakataon para kumonekta po ang mga tao sa mga kaibigan po nila, pamilya, or yung mga parehong may interest po. So, kahit malayo po yung distansya, yung mga connection po na yun ay nagtulong po upang mapanatili po yung relasyon at interest. So, pati na rin po yung pagpapalakas po ng pagkaramdam ng pagiging kabilang po siya, and yung self-esteem nyo rin po is, and yung suporta po sa isa't isa. So, next slide po. So, next naman po is yung negative implications naman po ng socializing through social media. So, while social media platforms offer numerous advantages in terms of connectivity and information sharing, it is crucial to acknowledge the negative implications of excessive use. Superficial relationships, isolation, mental health concerns, erosion of privacy, polarization, and time wastage are just a few of the detrimental effects that can result from an over-reliance on social media for socialization. So dito naman po is pag naman po namin po ng yung mga benepisyo po dito ng social media is ito po yung mga tinutukoy po ng slide na to. So first po is yung mababaw po ng relasyon. So yung mga sobrang oras po na ginagugol sa social media is araw po ng mga mababaw na relasyon po, pagkakaiwalay, yung mga issue rin po sa mga mental health. So, next po is yung pagkawala po ng privacy. So, yung datos po na pag-expose sa social media is nagiging sanay din po siya ng pagkawala po ng privacy ng mga tao. So, isa rin po dito is yung polarization po. So, maaari po siyang nagdulot ng polarization sa social media kung saan po nagiging mas matindi yung mga opinion po at pagkakaiba ng mga tao. So, isa rin po dito is yung pag-aaksaya po ng oras. So, yung sobra naman po na pag-aaksaya ng oras sa social media is rin po siya nagdulot ng pag-aaksaya ng oras sa productivity po ng isang tao. So,
that's all. Thank you for listening. Again po, we are the last group that are assigned to report mass social media as an agent of socialization. Featuring the first presenter po, Villar, and me, Velasco, and last Vinegas. Again po, thank you for listening.